Hi, welcome back to winemastery.co.uk. We are going to taste a very famous global brand wine. It's called McGuigan's, it's called Bin 3000, and it's a Merlot. See you in a sec. So, this wine is one in your cellar?
Yes, it is indeed, John, yep.
And I say it's, I think, Southeast Australian?
It is, yeah. I sounded Indian, but I mean, please carry on. Sorry, John, let you go for it.
So it's a Merlot. It's a bin number, which I mean I understand is like sort of slightly special for them.
Yeah, usually, yeah. There's the better grapes and things in there.
So I said they are a massive company, aren't they?
Huge. McGuigan's are huge. They own so many kind of vineyards in Australia. But because of this, they have access to all these beautiful grapes, which they blend the best ones from all these little areas. And they are a force to be reckoned with, McGuigan's, but you don't get where you are by not being good, and they are very, very good. And they've got a fair range of wines. I mean, I've had this one many, many times. There it is. That's pointing there a bit. Yeah, McGuigan's Bin 3000 Merlot. It's a good all-rounder. So let me talk you through this, John. Let me talk you through this.
Okay. Now, I better just put up the price as well.
Oh, yes, go for it. It's not bad. $9.99 under a tenner. That's you're always a bit dubious about under a tenner. Well, I know I am, but we've had some cracking wines under a tenner. And this one, let's see. I don't think there's any exception. So it's got that rich kind of almost tawny.
Yeah, sort of a brown edge on the ring there.
There is, yeah. So it's not what I'd call bright, but saying that the garnet is coming through there, so it's a very good colour. So let's have a go straight on the nose.
Okay. That's decent, isn't it?
It smells like a Merlot, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about McGuigan's, which you cannot knock about them, is it does what it says on the tin. If they're saying you're getting a Merlot, you're getting a Merlot, and this is no exception. This is, they've got that plumminess in there, which is that's kind of the predominant in the nose there for me. So,
yeah, can you get wood out of this?
I mean, yeah, you always get some of that, don't they? One day I'll learn. But no, I know what you mean. It's the oakiness in there. But predominantly is the fruit in there for me, which again, they do very, very well. Right, I'm gonna get.
I do seriously think I can get a little bit of oak out of that.
Yeah, there is. Right. Don't know why I'm covering the glass. But I am. Right, I'm gonna have a bit on the old palate.
It's a very nice mouthfeel.
Yeah.
Very smooth, not too viscous, but reasonably viscous. And yeah, the plums. The taste went quite quickly though.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, this is quite typical of McGuigan wines in general. And this is in no bad way, but they do have it. It gives you everything to begin with, and then it kind of takes it all away. I mean that straight up plummy in there, like you say, tannins were nice, but without being too overpowering. Which I have to say, that is what I think McGuigan's do the best. Is that how they handle the tannins and what they do with that, because all their wines seem to be really nice and soft on the finish, not too harsh at all. The only thing I would say about this, which I've not enjoyed, is there isn't much length in there. It's not hanging around. It gives you everything that they say it takes away.
Well, funny enough, when I actually added some air to that, the taste lasted a lot longer.
Okay.
Before the tannins kicked in. So I said that, and then as you were talking, actually take some air in, tried it, and it did last a lot longer. So
for me, I've always found McGuigan to be a really good a kind of vineyard, shall I say, because they do produce a lot of decent wines, which gets a lot of people into drinking. And as I say, it does what it says on the tin.
Because you always recommend their black label.
That's
to
right,
get people into.
Yeah. Well, their black label has always been a game changer for me, especially when I'm doing the wine tastings, because we hear a lot of people say they don't like red wine. So it's a fantastic one. I would say it's the best one in my shop to start people on drinking red wine. Really soft, really juicy. You can almost put that in a pint glass and drink it. Well, I have. But when I was a younger man. But no, they do very, very well.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
So, going on to pairing for this thing. Now, if you've got it in the shop, you probably have already paired it, have you?
Yeah, you know what I pair this with? I pair this with the blue cheese.
Oh, do you?
And I actually pair it. Well, no, sorry. Not their black glazed. No, I'm telling you, it's this one with the. It sounds boring, but blue Stilton.
Why is that boring? Blue Stilton's beautiful.
It's not boring, but sometimes we sell about 180 different cheeses. And I think some people would expect us to be a bit more off-piste to it, go for something a little bit mild. But in actual fact, the blue at certain times of year it really excels. But blue Stilton is almost overlooked, but when it's good, it is tremendous.
I imagine when you're recommending cheese, and to go with wine, that you try and keep within a relatively narrow band, because until you actually know the person's taste, it's difficult to go outside that band.
That's right, and it's all very subjective. I mean, many tastings I've done where, and I said this at the beginning, it's very subjective. What I like might not always go together, but once I've got a feel for what you like, then I can work with the recommendation.
And then you can actually start dipping into the rest of the. I suppose I'm guessing you've got like a core of 30, 40 cheeses.
Yeah, which would
and then you can sort of move out as
That's
people.
right, yeah. And it's quite satisfying as well, John, when you do get that. We get it wrong occasionally, but then sometimes people come in and say, oh, those two together, they're just heavenly. And it's like, yeah, you feel a bit proud.
Yeah. And then the other reason, obviously, for things like, in this video, talking about blue Stilton is pretty globally around, available throughout the world. Obviously, you guys don't have to be sitting in the UK, so if we start sort of talking about spurious cheeses, then you're not going to be able to get hold of them anyway. Yeah. So, okay, well, in terms of food, then I'm sort of minded to go to something like some poultry, veal, maybe even lamb.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the sort of the meat I would suggest with it. That's and a light stew, not a very sort of heavy stew, but a light stew. I think this would go with. So okay.
Oh, we're just coming to stew weather again, aren't we?
We're just moving into stew weather. Yeah.
Just made me think about that.
Oh yeah, nice stew. Yeah. Oh. So.
I'm just thinking about stews.
Do you want us to turn the cameras off?
No, you're all right. So scores.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to do it to the camera while I turn my back? Because
I don't know how to.
You don't know how to do that. Wow.
Oh yeah, I do.
You do.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's my score. I had to think about that.
So we're saying this is $9.99.
Yeah.
So shall I go first?
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go for 79.
Spot on. 79. That is exactly what I had. Yeah, it's nice. $9.99. It's not overly priced, but we've got more characterful wines we've had before for under that price. There's nothing wrong whatsoever. It's a good bit of wine for the money. It's just not outstanding. No,
it's not outstanding. But again, that's for you and your seasoned palate. I would imagine someone that's beginning their wine journey would find this an excellent buy. Yeah, I'd definitely go with that. Yep. Excellent. Okay, guys. Well, if you try this, tell us what you think. Have you enjoyed it? What do you think of it? Please let us know in the comments below. If you've got any wines you'd like us to try and review, again, let us know below in the comments. And if we try it, we'll give you a shout out. So until the next time, when we're looking forward already to tasting the next wine, chin chin. Chin chin.